Hello to our wonderful business owner clients. It's now the 1st of April, and once again, there's a lot of information about how to be managing your business through this time. So we wanted to cut through the noise and just help you focus on 3 things for April. Now, just in summary, those 3 things are the JobKeeper from the government, sorting out your PAYG and your cash flow as well. Now, hopefully you've watched our other videos. If not, they're on our YouTube channel, they are on our website, and that will give you some background before what we talk about today. So, Andrew, basically we've talked to people about matching the work resources that they have to the workflow that they currently have. So a couple of people have let people go through redundancies, but there's going to be a mix of people who are working their normal hours, some who are on reduced hours, and some employees who have been stood down. So what does the JobKeeper payment mean for all of those people?
Okay, thanks for that. We're not going to get into the details about how you qualify. There's enough information on the website, on the Treasury fact sheet around that. So let's actually get into some cases of how that works. So good point, Jay. Let's look at the 3. Firstly, for April, if you've already taken the instruction from our videos and you've reduced the hours of people to match the work, keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because then when it comes to May and for the JobKeeper, you're in a couple of positions here with your workforce. One, it's business as usual and you have normal pay. Well, if that's the case and your business qualifies, and I won't get into the qualification, you should be all over that, and your business qualifies, well, you pay them as per normal. You pay superannuation on their wage, and then you get a refund of the $1,500 per fortnight for their wage. So, for example, if someone's getting $3,000 a fortnight, you pay them $3,000 per fortnight, you receive $1,500 per fortnight, you pay the gap of $3,000 minus $1,500, $1,500. So pretty straightforward. Situation number 2 is some of your workers are going to be below the $1,500 per fortnight or $700 per week. Well, you pay them the normal wage, and then you've got to top up their pay up to $750. So if their normal pay is $600 a week, you're going to receive $750 from the government. So therefore, you top up their pay from $600 by $150 up to $750. So they receive $750. You're getting $750 from the government. It's a really good win. It's a safety net for that employee.
But Andrew, just to clarify, nobody needs to bump people's wages up now if they're currently over $750.
No, you don't have to. Whatever the wages are right now, keep it as is. So this is the 3rd situation where you've got temporary agreements with your employees and wages have been reduced. So they're on 80% or 60% or 50% pay. You keep doing what you're doing. So therefore, when 1 May comes along and you have qualified for JobKeeper, so if someone's reduced pay now is, say, $800 per week, you pay them $800 per week, you will get a refund of $750 per week for that employee. You top up their pay by an extra $50. That's how much out of pocket you are. So don't change their pay for April, just however it is, that's how it is. So a couple of distinctions, why I keep saying April and May. You will receive money for a JobKeeper as of the 1st of May. It's backdated though from the 30th of March. Okay, so for April, you just keep paying. The cavalry is coming, people. So you will be backdated and money will be coming your way for the wages that you have paid for the month of April, as well as the wages that you will be paying from May for the next 6 months if your business qualifies for the JobKeeper and your employees qualify for that.
Now, all you need to do now, if you haven't already, is get online and register. So you don't need to give much information at all. You just need to be eligible, and that is your income has already reduced by 30% as a business, or you expect it to. And then you just simply get online and register, and you will be gotten in touch with shortly.
Absolutely. Only thing I just want to add with super, you pay super as per normal for the employee, unless their wage is less than $750. So if I receive $600 a week, you pay my super at $600 a week. You then pay $150 top up for my wage. Whether you pay super for that employee is of that extra $150 is at the discretion of the employer. That's the only thing re super.
All right. So now let's go on to number 2 focus for April, and that's to get your PAYG in order.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. We've already done a video on that. The only thing that we want to impress upon you is get your BAS done ASAP. Get your reporting done. It's the 1st of April. Get your account reconciliations done. If you're doing it in-house or with the help of your bookkeeper or accountant, let's get it in place so things can get lodged, and that way you know where you are from a cash flow position with what credits that you have and whether you're eligible for any refunds. And that's going to continue as well with the JobKeeper. So with JobKeeper, you're paying PAYG on your employees. You're still going to get credits for PAYG along the way, so there's no change to that scheme at all.
Okay, so point number 3, and our last point is your cash flow. You need to maintain your cash flow for April until, as Andrew said, the cavalry comes in May with some, wage relief.
Okay, so here's a list that we prepared earlier. So let's get stuck in. JobKeeper, get that to a full stop, register, and just wait for further instruction. Get your BAS done. So now you know what you have to do there. These are the other cash flow things to work on. If you can defer rent for a few months, please do so. Follow up with your debtors. Chase and chase and chase. Invoice as soon as you can and get that cash gap down as quickly as possible. Review your payroll. So for those of you with payroll tax, review your exemptions. There are clients in Victoria and Queensland. Same as in New South Wales, you're getting exemptions here from paying payroll tax. So get onto that right away. If you're paying super payments monthly, move them to quarterly to keep your cash in your business. Look at getting a tax variation. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this, but this is really important. We're paying tax for the 2020 year based on what we lodged in 2019. Get a variation done to say if you know your tax is going to be zero or making it a loss, get a variation day to stop your tax payments in advance, and you should be able to get a refund for the tax that you've already paid so you can get that money in your business right away. Second, lastly, the penultimate one, talk to your bank about debt repayment freeze. So they've been so good to work with. Get in touch with them about, again, not having payments going out to keep that in your business. And finally, your superannuation drawdown for business owners. Employees are eligible for this too if your pay has been cut by 80%. But I will say, only if you have a self-managed superannuation fund and you have money in cash. If that's the case, get the $10,000 out before this financial year. Another $10,000 on 1st of July is eligible to you. Have a look at that if that applies.
So those are our 3 tips of what to focus on for April. I'm going to sneak in a 4th sneaky one. Actually 2. So first of all, watch our last video about looking after yourself, because without you, there is no business. And also, once you've done all of these things, focus on your clients, focus on the work, try to get back to business as usual as possible.
Excellent. Before we wrap up, we're going to email you a cash flow spreadsheet, which is absolutely fantastic to be able to track your cash flow weekly, throw your profit and loss out the window. That's essential for BAS, but otherwise get rid of that. Really look at your cash flow, planning out your cash flow. That's critical right now. We'll email that to you. And if you need to have a conversation about that, you know where to find us.
As usual, call or email. Mobile is best, obviously, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.